Welcome to What's Up Mamas? This is a show coming soon to Naomi TV.
Oh, welcome to the show. This is a show coming this fall called What's Up Mama? We are the host. How are you guys? Today, this is a tester pilot episode. I am Mimi. I am Jay's mother from Jay Game Show in his morning show, Morning News with Jay. And I'm also the weather girl. That's what you know me from. I'm Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands as well as my son. And I'm going to share my experience from the Netherlands with you on this show. I'm Simi. I'm Naomi's mother. Y'all all know Naomi. She got like 3 different shows on here and the network is named after her. I'm her mom. I'm also a co-host on this show right beside Mimi, and we will be doing this show coming this fall, and you're gonna love it. We're amazing. Hey everyone, welcome to our show, What's Up Mamas? Me and Mimi are women in our 60s, and we're giving you the experience of women in our 60s, about life events and how they affect women our age. We're giving you that effective on our show that is coming this fall. This is a sneak peek episode that we're doing today. Usually this is Jay's Morning's News Day. He does the Morning News with Jay. Of course, both of us have been on that show as well. Mimi is the weather girl, and I do interviews with Inside Stories, but now we're moving over here to our own show. He's working on a new refresh of the same show, but the whole network is getting a refresh, so we're stepping in for a sneak peek of our show once again coming this fall. It is called What's Up Mamas? First, my name is Simi, but you can call me Angela, and this is Mimi, my co-host. She's Jay's mother, and I am Naomi's mother, and this is our show. We're not very funny, but we're gonna give you our suspects on life and what makes women in their 60s agitated, annoyed, and just downright aggravating. Okay, so we'll jump right in it. I start first, and then Mimi will do the second topic. So let's get started with this airplane that touched down in New York City, and its tire went into a bakery truck while landing. I think the plane was United, but don't quote me on it.
They were landing in New York City from Italy, and it touched down, swiping the truck as it was landing.
I'm always so terrified of that. I've been on a plane a couple of times, and you know, we have to get on it, obviously, to get back and forth, but it's always so terrifying. Especially when the plane is going up and coming down. It's like one of those roller coasters. It's so scary, you know, especially the pressure. No one got hurt. Only the truck driver went to the hospital. What a video. Was terrifying. If you see the video, it's like, oh my God, what if I was that person driving? I would have been so shocked.
Would have been terrifying. And I have to actually go see my son this summer alone, which makes it a little bit more scary. But other than that, I don't really mind them playing. Don't scare me that much. I think it's just the experience of being alone on a plane, you know, without family or your husband that makes it weird. But for sure, that is a frightening experience. And nobody actually got hurt on the plane at all.
It's just a thought that crosses your mind when you're getting on a plane.
Annoying. I'm going to be getting on one soon. I'm like, oh God, let's hope it doesn't do that when I'm on there. I would hate that because it's been happening a lot. Planes almost crashing into each other.
Just pray for me. I think I'll be all right. But I definitely want to come to America and see my son and have a really good experience.
So what do you think about this picture? He posted it because they're supposed to be celebrating. It's a movie coming out in theaters. And I don't know much about this. I'm not really into movies, but what is your thought?
I'm not really into that franchise either, but my daughter and of course your son likes to go to the movies. There's a lot. I tell her I don't like to go to the theaters that much because crazy people. We got to be careful with Naomi these days and times. I bailed on her and she would never let me forget it.
She doesn't like to be let down. I almost got fired.
Don't ever miss an appointment. You just really never know. You're sitting right there and just some crazy shit happens. You know, and you're spending $20 to be interrupted by whatever might happen. But you're 60, I'm 60. I get so confused when he inserts himself in the younger generation stuff. This man's older than both of us, but acts younger. I mean, what the hell was the point of that? It was no different than him playing Jesus, like 2 weeks ago, his shenanigans. It's like no one on his staff wants to volunteer and tell him, grow up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Especially when you're that old.
And then he goes to the school. It's literally filled with elderly people for a speech. And he tells them, I'm not as old as you. He literally stood up there and told them, I am not as old as you.
I cannot believe he said that to a room full of elderly people.
Sir, what is consistent on being elderly? I believe 80 years old is elderly. But he's insulting these older people and they're literally laughing it off. Nothing's funny about that. I cannot believe how good these pies look, especially the cherry one right here. I know, I might have to steal a slice before the show ends. Then he won't let go of this damn test. It's supposed to be a dementia test. The easiest test ever, right? A test is not what you think it is.
Exactly. You just don't go running around like, I got an A on the exam.
If If not the same, more people should be telling this man, like, stop what you're doing. You're embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know, the world acting this way, going on the 30-minute rants about nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, he spent his time talking about these people that are not at all in the place where he is. Why would you talk about that?
Yeah.
I feel he's not stable.
Yeah.
I feel he's not in his right state of mind, and they're just dragging this on. What did they need to see from this man to know he's not well?
Yeah.
The issue is he presented the whole thing as this indicator of intelligence.
But it's not. It's a simple screening for dementia, and misrepresenting it like that is irresponsible. So Dr. Phil finally told the Orange Pumpkin that the test he keeps talking about is a dementia test, not for smart people.
Why do you need to hear this man say this 50 times? He's been bragging about this. Oh, Obama can't do this. All this person can't do this. All this person can't do that. They're all younger than you, sir. That would be absolutely unnecessary, especially because they're not in the position he is in. So why would they need to do that? You need to be focused on what position you are trying to remain in. Yeah. Let's get off this topic. Let's move on to the next topic about a cruise ship that literally tried the dock Cape Verde. They were denied access because it's an outbreak happening on the ship, some type of disease.
Yeah.
They're calling this disease hantavirus. It lives in some type of bugs.
Yeah.
It killed 3 people on this cruise. They don't want it to spread to more people.
3 people, including a Dutch couple, were killed because of this disease.
This is absolutely horrible. Like, I could not imagine being on this cruise.
It's almost like COVID. That's terrifying.
It's concerning for the people who they would terminate if it got out onto the island, you know? So it's a hard thing to deal with, you know, when you're in that position. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, they are saying that the cause is some particular rat that was on the ship and that the disease is coming from rats. We don't know if it's the rat itself or what they're leaving behind, but it's disgusting. Yeah.
They're literally trying to get off the ship to safety so it doesn't spread amongst the ship.
I'm assuming they were denied access. It's concerning for the people on the ship.
Yeah.
These people cannot dock anywhere until they get this stuff under control. And it's so sad that they're like stuck on this boat.
I'm pretty sure people have jobs and school, and it's just very unfortunate.
I feel so bad for the people on the cruise because it's like you're going on vacation, you're having a good time, and then this happens.
And then you're interrupted. You're probably locked in your room. It becomes a prison.
Yeah.
Well, I wish everyone get off the ship very safely because that's a terrible situation.
And now I'm scared to go on any cruise ship from this point on. I've been wanting to go on one very badly. Yeah. So the trial has started with the football player, Stefan Diggs. Yeah. And we got a little bit more information than we did not know before. That I don't really know anything about football.
Yeah. But I know he dated Cardi B. I know Cardi B because of Nicki Minaj feud. But she was on trial. The chef, aka maid, aka now to be side chick lover. Yes, they were sleeping with each other. That's what the chef said. My daughter did say it was too good to be true.
So I think the chef and Stefan were hooking up first before she became the chef, meaning she was cooking for him and I guess cleaning and stuff. So after they hooked up, he hired her.
Yeah.
She became very emotional on trial talking about that moment of the assault. Now, I'm confused a little to know if they were still seeing each other as she was his chef or did they break that off?
Yeah.
Because it's a bit strange. Like, why are you still like putting your hands on somebody who's now staff? You know what I mean? Unless you don't still have like this entanglement going on.
Yeah.
Allegedly, of course, that's like emotions when you're putting your hands on somebody, you know? Because people know better. You're not hitting your coach when you're playing football, you know?
Yeah.
We don't really know who he is and really don't watch football that much.
Yeah.
I mean, of course I watch the Super Bowl, but I think we all watch it for the performances.
Yeah.
Me and this girl over here is very different. We're more younger than we lead on, you know? We might be in our 60s, but we have a lot of hobbies that we enjoy, so we don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
What Stefan did was traumatic. She actually went to the bathroom on herself after he kind of assaulted her. But I'm confused why she would still work for him after that traumatic event.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We understand, you know, it takes time for women to come out or come forward whenever victimized.
But it's just like, it's traumatic. Why would you still be working for him when you could leave that situation?
It's not like an abusive boyfriend, you know, or an abusive husband. He's now your employee. Unless allegedly y'all are still having an affair or something like that. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're curious why Cardi B and him didn't work out. We're too old for rumors. We'll just wait for the truth and hear it from the horse's mouth. We got nothing but time to wait. Our show won't premiere until the fall. So we pretty much should have a stack of notes waiting for you guys when you return to our show. We're so excited about that. But definitely we'll keep you updated on more of this trial. And it would obviously be on Late Night with Naomi, which is on Saturdays. She keeps you informed on the celebrities. Great show. Love it. Yeah. But also when we come back in the fall, whatever she doesn't cover on our show, we'll definitely cover here. But it'll be more of the things she doesn't cover on her show. The things she's not into.
Ja, we gaan er even tussenuit voor een snelle commercial. Maar we zijn zo terug met What's Up Mama's. We beginnen net. Straks gaan we het hebben over Lizzo.
And we're going to go take a quick commercial and we'll be right back with What's Up Mamas? And come right back because we're not done yet. Okay, we're just getting started. We're going to be talking about Lizzo.
Are you single? Are you looking to mingle? Because you're mad pretty mom.
I'm married, actually, in a very long marriage, so I'm good at it. So when are you going to tell her that you have a side piece?
I'm not going to tell her because I want both of them. I don't want to have to choose.
What do you mean? You better choose right now or I'm not going home with you.
The drama starts now, y'all. This is the Naomi Talk Show. Are y'all looking for some drama to unfold? Come and join me if you dare. The talk show theme might be going, but it doesn't mean I'm packing up my boxes. I'm here to stay. So make sure you guys join me every Monday for an all-new The Naomi Talk Show, because where are you going to go on Monday?
What's taking this damn train so long? I need to get to work. People got things to do. Be more appreciated. Hey, Jay, can I take a picture with you?
Welcome to Morning News with Jay. We just got a breaking news story right now, and I'm about to share it with you. We never expected that this would happen, and it finally happened.
Sorry, guys, for the interruption. It's been so busy in the newsroom today. Everybody's working, but no one's actually doing their jobs. So back to what I was saying, the breaking news, right? I officially had it. I can't even do the news without things going haywire on the set. Can you people get your shit together? Thank you and goodbye. There's the guy that was talking crap about me.
He was picking on me. He was bad-talking me. You guys should arrest him right now.
Arrest him. Are you gonna stop talking crap about me on your new show?
Nope, I'm still gonna be talking crap every Wednesday.
Dat is het minste van je zorgen. Als ze die dossiers zien, zit je hier nog veel langer, maat. Wen er maar aan, slappe friet.
On the least of your problems, after they see those files, you'll be sitting in here much longer, bro, so get used to it, French fry. Are you looking for a really fun game? With Fridays, every 3 Fridays of the month, you can look forward to me in my game show. Name the capital of the Czech Republic. Go ahead, Anja.
Prague.
That is correct. You're right. I'm acting out something you might do to clean up. What is it?
Yes. Sweeping the floor.
You're right. For 500 points, what is the largest mammal on Earth?
The blue whale.
That is absolutely correct. You're right. Does anyone know what Naomi hates the most on her show when it comes down to wearing certain items?
She hates cardigans.
Does anyone know what we're doing right now at this very moment?
Yeah.
We're making a commercial for Naomi TV. Watch it Friday.
We're back from commercials, and you're here with us on What's Up Mama as we're about to discuss Lizzo and her interview on the morning show with Gail. The next topic we want to talk about is Lizzo. We all know Lizzo. We do know her music. It's very jazzy, and it's for everyone. Some of the dancers claim that the singer was mistreating them, kind of fat shaming them, you know, doing certain different activities that made them very uncomfortable.
And we were all quite shocked.
Now, at the time of these allegations, she was a big girl. Now she's slimmed down where she's half the size she was. But we all were confused. How can a big girl shame a big girl? That makes no sense.
It's been 1.5 years since the dancers filed the lawsuit against her.
Exactly. And the allegations of mistreatment are very serious for her brand.
We have to wait for the final ruling.
And that kind of tore her career up. She hasn't been on the scene as much as she was before or after this lawsuit.
Yeah. So she was sitting down with Gail explaining
she does not know why she was targeted and she don't know why they felt this way. She was completely taken back and surprised when she found out about the charges, and she'll keep fighting it. Yeah. She's going to keep fighting because the things said about her were not true. It was a complete lie.
But why would they lie about her like that?
She's not going to stop fighting. What they said about her just wasn't true. It was a complete lie.
exactly, and she has every right to defend her reputation against those attacks.
Yeah. She will go straight to trial and get on the witness stand if she has to prove her innocence.
And the fat shaming comments were absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. I just don't understand why a person would claim that another person would call them fat if both of them are big women. It just doesn't add up. I know what happens, but it just doesn't make sense. Especially when it's one woman spent her whole career talking about body positivity, especially in most of her songs. This is why I kind of liked her songs, because they were jazzy and about body to positivity. Yeah. You don't get that a lot on music today with these Gen Zs. You know they're talking about popping their butts or you know how much money they have in their pocket or how people are hating on them. Yeah. So I hope she pulls through this and gets onto the other side. Because nobody deserves this type of treatment, especially if you're not guilty and you didn't do these things. It's horrible. Yeah. And we're not believing the victims, but you know, it has to go through a core process before we can start pointing fingers.
We're here for you, Lizzo. We're very big fans over here on
What's Up, Mamas? Okay, so we do have to wrap up the show because this was a sneak peek tester. So this is a few parts of what you'll get in the show.
Yeah.
We will also sit down and discuss certain topics with other people.
Yeah.
Like what Naomi does on her talk show. But it won't be all the time, you know? Get into tech and sometimes teddy bears, but it just depends on the episode. So we hope you come back. I love these, and I would like the world to know about them too, because this is my hobby.
I quite enjoy teddy bears. They make me happy when I'm depressed, and I know some people out there are the same as me. Maybe I can give you a tour on all different ones, and we could have a talk about my teddy bear once in a blue moon, of course, because this is about life, news, celebrities, gossip, everyday housewives, guys. I also have another passion that I love you guys to see me do this show. I love to cook. So walk over here with me to our own stage kitchen.
If you've got a cookbook, then I can cook it now. I don't think it'll be the best the first time around, but damn sure the second time around I can deliver. And if you don't want to eat it, I have a test dummy.
So make sure you come back this fall and hang out with some older Golden Girls. We'll show you life and how beautiful it could be after 60 on.
So if I'm cooking something special and me and Semi don't know if it's good or not because I'm a vegetarian, I can always invite my husband for an episode and he could be our test dummy. So come join us to show it's going to be fun this fall. You're going to have a great time. Well, we're done here in the kitchen, so let's go back to Semi.
Hey guys, these are my hobbies. I love dancing, doing TikTok, different stuff like that. But my main love is tech. So when anything new comes out, like Samsung or smart glasses or stuff like that, I can bring it over to the show and we can test it together in real time or animation time. It doesn't matter. I'll get it done. I really enjoy that type of stuff. And I know people like me are into that type of stuff. So if I have it or I know about it, I will share it right here on this stage. We'll dive deep into the program, whatever it might be. It could be phones, it could be tablets, it could be drones, it could be a new trend. If it's dance or need new TVs, we'll talk about it here. So don't think because we're 60 that we're not hip, because you could be wrong. Yeah. So give us a chance to blow your mind. Okay, that's it.
You'll probably see us again this summer. If Naomi or Jay has a sick day, then of course our show will step in.
But until then, we'll see you guys again. Have a good rest of the day and summer. And last but not least, what's up, mamas?
Just so you guys know, I'm behind the scenes of Naomi. We just wrapped this episode and you just got done watching.
What's up, mama?
So I've been working on this show behind the scenes for a while now.
Wow, I can't believe you kept that a secret.
We've been working on this show behind the scenes for months, keeping it a total secret. Yeah.
And now that they're narrating it, the whole production finally comes together.
So this will be a surprise to the both of them when this pilot airs. So congratulations, both of you deserve it.
And yes, most of the time, both of you irk my nerves very badly, but you were stars in my eyes. To my mother, now you could post this material all over your TikTok, YouTube, and wherever, and things will start making sense instead of confusion. You're welcome, enjoy, we're out of here.
Are you my bestie, bestie? I thought you were my friend, like Chucky said to the end, but you acted boom, 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 pow wow, shocked.